Flying is cool. If you don't know, there's this mod that's been circulating around YouTube and other platforms called Valkyrien Skies. It allows you to fly around in airships like this. Obviously, the things that people have built are much more complex than this, and honestly, it's a really incredible mod, and it's a great way to kind of prep yourself up for the release of Create Aeronautics, which is currently not really known yet, but still it's going to be pretty big when it does finally come out. And while flying is cool, everyone kind of forgets the fact that water physics and ships, floating, water physics, like this is pretty breakthrough, you know, this isn't like a small thing. Here, look. And another thing people have kind of neglected is that while there are balloons that allow you to fly, like this one, but there are also these ballasts. And let's say I do this. It's now fully submerged, and again, you know, you can place stuff and everything, it all still works. So here's my question. Has anyone really tried building a submarine with Valkyrien Skies? Because frankly, I think that's almost just as cool as flying. Now, before I move on with this idea, I'd like to mention that I'm not a technical YouTuber. I'm going to be going off of very basic knowledge, and it's probably going to take a while before we get this 100% right. But this really requires a lot more testing. We need to find the blocks that our submarine's going to be using, because I'm pretty sure that different blocks have different weight to them, which affects the buoyancy and how we're going to keep it underwater. I'm also not really a builder, so excuse the not so perfect use of blocks. I'm saying it's going to be the actual ugliest thing you've ever seen. I think we're going to stick with the oxidized copper look, simply because it looks the most like a submarine. We'll see, but right now, let's just take a small platform here, and let's just grab one of the wheels here, and we'll just see the buoyancy of the copper. Oh, not very buoyant, I would say, which is kind of good, because that means that we only need to work with balloons rather than with ballasts and stuff. So let's add a balloon here, and here, and here. Okay, so that's kind of effective. There we go. Hey, I've kind of done it. There we go. Guys, I've created a submarine. Okay, yeah, it's not perfect. Wait, can we go down? Oh, you can just force it down. And if you make it slow enough, you really can't tell the difference between it going up very much. Like, you can, obviously it's there. That solves my problem. My gosh, I was like expecting this to be like the hardest part of the entire thing. Oh my word. Oh my what? Oh my what? What? Hold on. This just changes a lot. Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me. Okay. Hold on. This is upside down right now. Oh, look. Okay, there's more we need to do with this thing. But right now we're building a submarine. I will make a gravity-defying machine with this. But right now, submarine. I'm genuinely excited about that. I really want to make like a submarine that can tilt upside down now and allows you to walk on the ceiling. But we'll get into that later. I don't think that's possible, but I will try. All right, so we found that solution pretty easily. Also, what the? We just need to find a proper balance, because like, look. I was expecting to have to use the little pushy things, right? To make sure that we could go up and down properly and like all that stuff. But all we need to do now is all we need to do is get the balance right. Right now, I just need to design a very small submarine that can just basically house basic stuff, and then I can work on balancing it and making it perfect. I can build a dock later, maybe. Yeah, so this will be the design. It'll be like this. Might clash a little bit too much. I wonder if I think trapdoors work too, so let's see, what can we do for that? Not that much. Maybe that. Oh, I don't have my wand. Oh, no, I gotta do everything by hand. No. Okay, I feel like this is enough room on the inside. All right, so it's done. It is extremely ugly, I will give you that, but it's not meant to be pretty. It was. But it doesn't need to be pretty to be functional. As long as this hunk of literal metal can float, we're good. And right now, I've got a ton of these balloons down here. I don't know how many of these are going to be needed to be functional, but we're going to go with all of them. So we need to build some systems in here. I'm thinking for a functional submarine, truly a functional submarine, one, it obviously needs controls here. And what do those controls entail? I want weapons, I want working weapons, I want a system that allows us to float up, like an emergency floating system, because you can just, using controls, you can just make it go down and up, but I want it to be able to, like, engage a bunch of balloons and it just fly up, and then engage a bunch of ballasts or whatever, and then just sink. Alright, so that's good. Okay, so the engine is done. These are not absolutely necessary, this little thing, but it's necessary if you want to go faster than, like, 2 meters per second. Now, where is that stupid little free lead? Anyways, these engines are not completely necessary. They can still move without them. But if you want to go faster than like a baby crawling, you do need them. I have this little button up here, and when I push this, it actually turns on the engine, or it feeds it fuel. Which basically means that, you know, when I hit that button, the engine's engaged. When I turn it off, then it's left to burn. But now we need to move on to the fun part of submarines, the weapons. I don't know why it came out there. There's nothing out here but the ugly submarine. So I need a button up here, and basically I think the weapons will be stored like back here. We need to what they need to do is they need to be like shoved downwards, and then they need to be able to activate. But I'm not quite sure how to do that. Obviously these redstone links are really important. They allow for basically just legit wireless redstone. It's really cool and really important in this case. Real fast. No, it does work. Okay, great. That's all my issue. So I spent like half an hour trying to make this work. It just doesn't work. So I found a really easy solution. There we go. That's ugly as frick, but it might have to work. Here, let's actually do like multiple of these, right? Now back onto the pressing issue of the fact I don't know how to shoot a gun. I did a good bit more testing after this. Okay, well, that actually solves a massive issue. Let's just get the link again. Walk over here. I'm just gonna do this. Place a button here, and then make this like that. And bada bing, bada boom, we have ourselves a gun. Oh, this makes me happy. Although I do need to make sure that this actually will still work underwater. Okay, it still works pretty well. It's not like perfection, but it still works pretty well. I then worked on a simple exterior lighting system, which in the end didn't work because like the super glue with it in Create mod just didn't work with Valkyrien Skies. So I don't know why. Some stuff just doesn't work quite right. Now it should be fully functioning front lights or middle lights. Now, in theory, I push this button. And there we go. We now have functioning lights. Well, we have now successfully built a submarine that, in theory, works very well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this world, make a backup, and then pray to the Lord above that this works, because I don't know what to do if it doesn't. All right, everyone. Are you ready? Oh, no, okay. Well... Oh, slight problem. The water is inside, and that's not good. Maybe we need to install a water breathing system, but hey, aside from that, we've got it working. I can't move up. I think we might need some more flotation. Alright, spam it. If this is what's required of me, I will make this. This thing will float if it is the freaking death of me. Float, man, float! Also, it'd be nice if you could breathe in here, too. That would be cool. So, the lighting system is iffy at best. But everything else works. So we have a fully functioning, ugly as heck submarine. It is not great, and I recognize that. Which is exactly why I'm going to be revisiting this entire idea in a future video. It's not going to be very long. I have some cool plans for this. Oh, and I forgot to mention I need to add I forgot the water breathing part here. It's fine. You'll be fine. You won't die or anything. Look, shoot. Look, I'm in survival. Look at me go. So it's not perfect. By far. Oh, frick, what? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, I forgot there was airships in this game. I forgot that this can fly. So it's also an airship, just the ugliest airship you've ever freaking seen. That scared the living frick out of me, man. Look, I can fly. Oh, wait, no. Oh, it doesn't fly automatically. You just gotta run into something and you can go fly. Okay. But thank you guys for watching. I will be revisiting this entire idea and making a much better version of whatever the heck is going on here. So how about you go ahead and subscribe to see that later. And until then, check out this video to quench your thirst for my content.